Sham is echt zoom is daf kufa men alef nicht was gibt basavon beschreiben mit so wie das klein und Yitzchak also Shimon ben Yitzchak. And boy said to understand the pshat in Gemara here, it's a shver Gemara being machshirim mashke, it's a machshe, only the shiva mashke ma machshirim. If it's not a machshe, then it doesn't have a Shem Mayim. And now the Gemara wants to be Mechadish, doesn't have a Shem Mayim, it doesn't have a Shem Oichel either. How do you understand that May Paris doesn't go into the Shivas HaMashkim, so it's not a Machshe. So it's not Mayim. It's not a Machel either, it doesn't become Tomei. These are the statements. So we go back to the Rambam that we saw by Perek Aleph, Halacha Zayin, by Sheves, by the Dil, Tavlin. This chazar over this Rambam that we saw, and then I think that's the key to our Gemara. The Rambam says by Sheves, which is the Dil, which is a famous problem in the Shas all over in the Babylon and Yishalmi. What is Sheves, the Dil? So the Rambam opens it up and it explains the Sheves, Stoma, this Dil, is Achilas Gufay. Kisha Yerokas, it's really a yerek. This Dil comes from a yerek, it's a vegetable. The vegetable is a machal. Kisha Yerokas Sadeh. So what's the answer to him with the Sheves? It says, Im Choshev Olav Likadeira, if he had in mind to use this for Kadeira, meaning to take the Dil and put it as samim or tablin into a samim or tablin, spices into a pot, Einoi Mistame Tumesoichlin. Doesn't become Tomei Tumesoichlin. Why? Because it's not used for oichel, it's used for spice, to spice up a chila. So the Rambam says that the spices of an oichel is not an oichel. V'asheves mishinosna tam b'kadeira, areyu kezevel. Right? That's a lotion which I don't think is anywhere in Shas, on the zevel, on the sheves. But he wants to point out that it's not a machal at all. Gornished. Why? Because you had in mind to use it for what? For spice. What about if you had in mind to use it for, so the Mishnah brings already, the Gemara brings already, you had in mind to use it for something else, you wanted to use it to eat it, then it says a machal. It's your machal. So it depends on your das, what it is. So spice it, what?
It's not bottled diet, it's a kolot.
No, it's not bottled. It's not bottled.
It's only eating it straight till.
It's not bottled. It's not bottled. So, but Akaponim, you see that the Chiddush, at least to me, the Chiddush one, that spices is considered Nishkan Achila. It's the Noz Kadei, it's made for the Kadei, not La Noz Gufa, is like that. Sheva is Stomach Lachilas Gufa, Kisha Yirokas, normally, true to the mills, the ground zero is that it's made for Achilas Gufay, and if Choshev al Kadera, then the demonstration depends how you prepare it. It's like it's herbs that they grow in the ground. Depends what you do with it. You prepare it like this, you prepare it like that. Hat Alochaches, Hat Tumorim by Groigri, Shinosan Kadera, Katavlin. Same thing by Tumorim, by dates and raisins, you put into a pot like a tavlin, like a spice. If you use it as a spice, Adayin hem mistamen tu misloichen, ad sheyivsu melech elodim. So Shabbos is different. Shabbos is used like this and used like that. It has a din, like you said, people use it like this and people use it like that. So maybe it depends on how you're using it. Mashen gain dates and raisins, even though now you're using it for spices, as a spice, so it doesn't matter. Then you say bottle daita. And then we say Adayin mistamen tu misloichen, ad sheyivsu melech elodim. Until it becomes nisan l'chilas odom, it's considered machal and it's metamatum v'seichel. Now, was tutzich mei peres? What's the din of mei peres? So in the beginning of Perek Aleph, zuk the Rambam halacha beis v'ilu heim hashiva. I mean, on the Hagdama, I'm just going kapara. So this can push pshat in the Gemara. Zok the Rambam Mazai. Ilain hashiva mashkim shemashina es ha'oichlin letumei by noses are 7 mashkas. Hamayim, water, ba'atal, and the dew, ba'ashem, and the oil, ba'yayin, and yayin, ba'cholav, and the milk. והדם והדבש. ואין מכשירים עד שיפלו על האויכן ברוצן הבעלים. As yutan means it has to be rotzen abailam. Then the oichel becomes muksher, so like Zayas HaKosev, Kiyutan. And these are only the ones that are machsher and make it into the royal kabatum. Oichel shahoyu bolu b'mei peis. What's tutzim b'mei peis? These are the 7 mashkois. What's being all the fruit juices. Now, all the fruit juices, we know that everybody knows, all the Talmid Chacham, it's not included in the Sheva Mashkois. So it's not mashre. Is it an oichel? Can you tell me that a fruit juice is not an oichel? You go buy a fresh squeezed orange juice, you pay $2.50 for it. You tell me it's not an oichel? It's an oichel. Oichel shohayim bolul b'mei pedis, b'mei tusim b'moinim, af bishu bolul b'noga b'hazav or bosen hames harei hu tov mipnei shelo huchshe ke'echad mishivas hamashkin. It's not muchshe be'echad mishivas hamashkin. So it's a kosa. These are 7 mashkois, and this is not one of them. Fruit juice is not one of them. Orange juice and pineapple juice, all these different juices are not considered one of the shiv mashkois. So it's not mashir. But it's not a moichel, it's not a machel. This is ganz good. What's not a machel? Ein shem mashke shemekabel tume mashke is on mekabel zayin tume el shivas hamashkin shemeninu b'vad. That's versteht. Why? Because it's not mukshe. But now it's not mukshe, it's not a machshe, it's also not a machal. And it's not machal, it's not makabel tumah. It's like how there be a tablet. A tablet is not makabel tumah, it's a noise kedera, not a noise gufoy, but here he doesn't say no noise gufoy, because I think this is a noise gufoy. It's not made to be matful in a tablet. Ava shame pedis kedera she'em machshirin, or the machsh, because you have over here dvash, is one of the seven mashkois, right? So that's a meiperis. Shab meiperis. The andere was nicht gerechnet in the shiv maskois. Keder sheim machshirim. Also if it's nicht machshe, kach ein mekabel tume klal. Is it going to come kabbalas tume? Okay, what's the zusha eins in the zweiten? Also ich looked at it. Nicht mekabel tume klal. Es wird nicht kommen. Look the Ravid. I'm Avram. Again, this is going to shoot them. Wir verstehen die Stücke Gemara. Ganz Maschinen, doch Maschinen. I mean, till now I didn't have this. That if it's not a Machshe, the Pshat is nicht gemacht und ganz nicht. Das sagt man nicht. Okay, that's our Gemara. Zug der Ravid. I'm Avram. Loi mitzasi she'em mekabel tu meklal. Nicht nur das Achsete. Es ist nicht kein Machshe, gut, aber Machel ist ein Machshe. No was ja. Unsere Gemara, bald sein unsere Gemara. noch a Chiddush in Machshirin. Steht da Machshirin, she'ein mitzarfen oichlen b'shivas hamashkin. So da a different siddur for Rabbi Yisrael. Mashke is mitzarf. You have a mashke, one stick mashke, von du bis dorten, wird es ein Stück. Wieso wird es, how's it mukshah? You have an apple, the ganze apple is an oichel, right? You have a pear, these all things are one thing. But once it comes into a fluid, who says the one over here and the one over there, that it's one piece? Because you put it into a cup, it becomes one. So it's not a different sirup. Sagt she'ein bekabel tum beklal, ela she'ein mitzafen oichlen b'shivas hamashkin. It's not in the Mishnah, Tvul Yoim, Isa shehuchshe b'mashke. You have a dough that became muchshe with a mashke, v'nilshe, and it was, you need the dough, we made paydas, v'noga by Tvul Yoim, and the Blazer Oim apostle is kula, but that's the shit to the Blazer. Keep Oim apostle mokem agoi. Why only mokem agoi? Meist das ist der Kosse, wir haben in dem Mishnah, die ganze Sache ist kula apostle, the mokem agoi, but what's the mokem agoi? The mokem agoi is only apostle, the Blazer Oim apostle is kula, but Oim apostle mokem agoi, alma she'ein mitzafen. There's no tzirif. That's the vote. The vote is the mashke is not tzirif. But now nami bu'uktzen, Isa shenil shemei peres, v'noga by Tvul Yoim, to hoide she'ein lo dover she'mechaber lo'oichlin, el shivas hamashkin machatir. Shivas hamashkin, we always grow up to know what's apostle in the Torah. Shivas hamashkin is do adin for vos is machshu the machel. She don't know how to look to that. The thing is that what the shivas hamashkin is mitzar of the mashkin. Ein shtikl mashke, one soup, the ganze Sache mashke, it's a tziruf. Where's that tziruf? As the shivas mashkois. If it's not from the shivas mashkois, it's chutz min ha-shivas, mei peres is nicht mitzaref. There's no tome mokem agoy. It's trufi hudelei mistafi, aber sagt der Eivid, aber das ist nicht kein mitzaref. But it becomes tome. The fact that it's not mashke and it's not a Mitzaref, doesn't mean that it's not a Machel. It is a Machel, and it becomes Tomei Mokim Agoy. The Rambam holds the Mokim Agoy is also Tomei, because it's Shuvas HaMashkim is the only things that become Tomei. Anything else is not a Machel, it's not Tomei. Here, Shtei Tazvos, but the Raivanei, Tomei becomes, but it's not Mitzaref. The Chiddush is that it's not Mitzaref. Those are the Goyis HaMachlokes, the Rambam with the Raivanei. El Shuvas HaMashkim Uvat the Tzurufi, Yehuda LeMistafi, Inu Gufai, Bar Kabuli Tumeninu, it is Makabel Tumen. B'chol Ma, Shemotze, B'Tesefte, and Taharis, Vash Temorim, Eine Lo Yoichel, L'Mashk, Eis, der Rambam getroffen, Sedoa, Tesefte, besteht, that the Vash, Temorim, was the Nishke Yoichel, V'loi Mashke, Chem B'Shah Peiris, Eine Lo Yoichel, V'loi Mashke, all these Gemorahs, was the Rambam getroffen, to write, to say the what, that it's not from the Shivas HaMashkim, it's not an Yoichel, not a Machel, אפילו חושב עליהם בוטלה דייטלי בכולם, לא יאמרו אלה במשקים היועצים אליהם. ונאז מחל noch azach. Those steht in the Gemara in Chav Daled in Psachim, was we learned next as bekurim. Is that in Fileno pri, and if you have a Mei Peres, is the Zei Be'alma, Rabbi say, you know what Zei Be'alma means? What's mean Zei Be'alma? What's the action in the Gemara? Asher Zuknish. What's the pshat in the Gemara Zei Be'alma? Zuk the Raivid, lo yomer mashkin yoitzim eleim shehim Zei Be'alma. Zei Be'alma means to get to the rest of the Chalain. It flows out. It flows out. So please tell us, like Ashweiz, to get to the rest of the Chalain. That's Zei Be'alma. And that's not Metama Zukta. Zei Be'alma, I will im sochten lemashkin, but if he squeezed it out to get a kvacharois lemashkin, areyen kika peiris, even the Rebbe that says that what, that those who the Rebbe looked at the bet yotame, hani mil the mei peiris tome, dafke sochten. I think the Gemara is talking about it. We saw yesterday in the Gemara. The Gemara said that sochten. Shezovu mishinitvu, v'kan shezovu ad shenitvu. So that's good listen. But if it goes out with Aidei Schite, the Rebbe, das wird demos wird es tome. Aber Zei Be'alma wird nicht tome. Es ist ein Eiteich in der Gemara. Die Gemara steht dort, nach dem gelernt, das was, Mei Peiris wird nicht tome. So man gelernt, Pshat, Pri, what do you need Zei Be'alma for? It's under the Sugi. The Gemara in Kuf Chof, Echum, dort steht in the Gemara that you learn out from where? From Bikurim. And only what Tidish V'yitze becomes Tameh. Doing Mino V'oike B'asla, that only Tidish V'yitze is only Mashkois that are Tameh. Everything else, the Shah Peiris are not Tameh. For Samit Akro, Doing Mino V'oike B'asla. That's one Sugi. And the second Sugi is the Chav Dalet. The Chav Dalet says the reason why it's not Tameh, because Zei Be'alma. Not because of Doing Mino V'oike B'asla. But say Zei Be'alma. Like the Rebbe, Zei Be'alma means it came out by itself. If it comes out by itself, Mei Peiris, Nishkan Shem Oichel, Vas Nishkan Machshe, doesn't have the Shem Oichel. This Gemara is Faket, that's only Kishu Sochton. But if it comes out by itself, Zei Be'alma, it's not Machshavit for Machli, it just goes out by itself.
That's just the moisture that's dripping off.
Yeah, okay. I say, I'm Esther's ganz Geld später, but tonight, you know, it's really going good. It's a juice. Juices are the Choshev, right? Today, you have juice machines. And to the gun, right? Ani Mili, the Sochten. But if it came out by itself, no. May Peiris. Das ist ja eine Suge. Zukte nicht. Misname Sochten, das macht schon gewähnt auf der Seite. Misname, das verstehe ich auf der Seite. Aber sagt er so, Harei Kika Peiris, weil sie bringt reif von Efe, geht durch die ganze Schaß, die Moinen bejahen schon Tapuchen, Oisland Rafur, bin Imayim, Aloi Hashem, Beshivas HaMashkin, Varomu, Sheina Lo Yoichav, Lo Yamashkel, Levada B'meichel, Yoitzim Eilov, das ist nicht Hamashkel. Sagt auf dem der Kesef Mishnah, okay, so noch einmal, so you have a Rambam, Hashivas HaMashkin, is the only one that's a machshir and it's a machal. If it's not a machshir, it's not a machal, the vet is can kabbalah stumah, ma'ashenke the Rebbe is mechulik, and look, the fact that it's not a machshir doesn't mean it's not a machal. The Rambam says it's not a machshir, it's not a machal. It's not a machal, it's not a mekabel tumah, so the Rebbe says, yom mekabel tumah, ani mili, sochtem. If it came out by itself, then it's zayah. The son doesn't bring the Gemara, because it's looking the Gemara himself. That's often a Gemara. The Gemara says zayah b'alma, and that's why they pay is nishka mekabel tumah, al zayah b'alma. Okay, zogt of them the Kesef Mishnah, it brings our Gemara. Zogt the Kesef Mishnah, Pegid Alva Trumets, Dvash Tumorim V'yayin Tapuchim, V'shak Mina Peiz, Blazer Metame into the Mishnah. I saw the Mishnah. What happened to Mashke? Did I go to the Mishnah? Where is it coming into the Mishnah? Mishnah is telling me now it's supposed to be mad with the Truma. All of a sudden, look at Blazer and Beshua. Ken v'choimish, not a ken v'choimish on my pairs. Oh, good. So now I know that there's a ken and a choimish. The Blazer says you ken v'choimish. The Beshua says they only have to pay the choimish. It's the ken. Show him mad with the Truma. Mitamol. Look at the Blazer Metame Mishumashke. What's it going to be? Just skip to tonight. Like the Rambam would say, Mukusha. Because it's Nishkamachel. That's why we say that what? So you don't have to pay a ken b'choim. Why? It's nishkamachel. That's what he's saying here. And those are the Kesef Mishnah. It lands up into the Mishnah. V'sham called may payers, which is not the shiva. V'lezim etam mishum mashkem v'shua. Shiva is a mashkem tameim. V'shar kol a mashkem toim. This is the B'shua's din. This is a blessing. And we pass like a B'shua. Upirish Rabbeinu. The Blazer say we may pay is mekabel to mishumashke. Even the Rambam holds that it may pay is not mekabel to, but like the Blazer is your mekabel to. Vehem nechlolin b'masha oma b'chol. Oh, we learned to those. We're going to see in our Gemara. This is the key to the Gemara. We learned to those. Where the Blazer knows this? Chol mashke asher yishta bakol kli yitame b'kol. B'kol is a ribi. Kishivas hamashkem b'vad heishim mekabel to b'aleim b'vad. But the same moment Akosa b'chol mashka she yosef heim gam keim mashkim. B'chol mashka shivs hamashkim, and the b'chol is a ribi on the maypayers. That's the blazer. B'shuv not like that. Heim etamin, heim mashkim, and tum b'shum dover me'hamashke el shiva b'vad. That's kind of that's the b'shuv shita. V'du ad Allah ikre b'shuv. Sure. Nachamol. So the blazer learns that b'chol mashka it's a ribi on the b'chol mashka is ma'be maypayers. Without the chol, it's not. Mashke means the shivas mashke. That's the pasuk we learn out the Yutan. That's not din hershe. Dos heist machshe favos, but dos heist a machel. And if it's not a machshe, it's not a machel. Except you have a ribi akol, lo the brother, but ribi akol b'chol. So it's ma'be maypayers. And I have shot in the guns to suge. Ma'ashe henken the b'shua. B'shua no. He doesn't learn the ribi akol. Merely maypayers nishka mashke event nishtoma. That's the das of the Rambam. Because of Arayve, Dr. Kesef Mishnah, Ein mekablun tume, Ein me'avrom, lo mitzasi, Shein mekablun tume klal. Sure, that's the words of the Arayve. He's mechulik. Hishtadol harav zel, lehevi rayis, shemei peiris, Ein mitztaf. Look, the Arayve is mishtadl gewesen. Some Colossians, mishtadl gewesen. No, he was muchen zu stellen rayis. That the halacha is that it's not mekabel tumah. That doesn't mean it's not mekabel tumah. It's not mitzaref. The mashke was on in a vessel. Putting a mashke in a vessel. You think it was one shtick? No. Well, who told you it's one thing? It just happens to be here. You pour it out. Everything is separate. So those shtei that's nish mitzaref. Shemei peis ein mitzaref. Kidei l'daik shlo yomru elu sheim mitzaref. Aber ein matzim b'nei kabul tumah. It's nish mitzaref, but it's mekabel tumah mokim magoy. That's a chiyot tumah, right? The word is not mekabel. It's not mekabel. Means not mitzaref. The whole mashke together. Only the place where it touched. That's the David. Hashem Rabbeinu Kosev Shem Eipes Mekabel Tumim Bnei Shom B'Tesefte Vash Tmorin Eine Oicho V'Loi Mashke Unzer Gemara Vu Adin L'Sham Eipes because of this the Ra'izu V'Herr B'Zeh. Look the Agan Tzariches, but that's Akapon the Kesef Mishnah is siding here with the Rambam. V'Ani Oimer Zokte Shetam Rabbeinu Mid is not in the Mishnah. Steht doch in the Mishnah mit jetzt gelernt. Der Blazer mit Tam Mishum Mashke. U poste the Lishna the Metame Atzma Mishum Mashke. Mashma shemekabel tume k'sham mashkois. K'sham mashke. V'lo koton Yeshua. Shan kol mashkan toirin. Yeshua says no. It's not mekabel tume. Mashma the b'mai the Metame the Blazer Atzma Mishum Mashke Metare Yeshua. Loime. Ein mei pays Atzma mekabel tume. Nicht the pshat is like the Rav. Rav wants to say it's nicht mitzaref. As a name, as a blazer looks at Tobit, the looks at the blazer metam mishum mashke, and if Yeshua says no, it's not metam mishum mashke. Meaning, like the Yeshua is nicht toming ganzen. It's not Torah. It's towing ganzen. Not the pshat is not a mitzvah. It's nicht toming ganzen. Like the Rambam. The Rambam. What is the Kesef Mishnah saying? What the Rambam want? He's scratching here the Rambam. He's scratching the Mishnah. The Mishnah stays the Chazvot.
Arguing on the same case.
Same case, man. Just same case. Yeah. So he says that the Rambam is mishtadl. The push to the listener, the v'shakol mashkoy is tohirim, hochi mashma like the Rambam, as the toiling guns. Orange juice, juices, all fruit juice, everything juices, bet nishtome because nishka mashma. Okay. Sugar the shkacha is okay. All right. So with them, Hagdama came to get into the Gemara.
The Mishnah itself, I learned that it's just speaking Machshir will come. Definitely, it's not just.
What's that in the middle? Don't even talk about Machshir. Mishnah is very bekitzer. Metam Mishum Shua Impoid. Mishum Lazim Metam Mishum Mashka. We get down Mishum Lazim Metam Mishum Mashka. What are we doing? We're learning about here Ken B'Chomish. This is May Paris. Better is a Machal, Nishka Machal. You have a Gemara that's done Doimino Mino Vaki Be'asa. Only Tirish Yisa has a din of that's a Machal. May Paris Nishka Machal. When they get the Tumas Nishka Machal. That's a Mashka. But Nishka Machal, who says doesn't become Tomei? Where'd that come from? It's not the Geschmack Hazak to eat. Yirושלמי by Tavlin, we say Tavlin. That's a Chiddush in the Rambam because it's not a noise gufay. It's a noise kadera. Something which is a noise kadera, even though you say to Osel and Boile Mazab Librocha, but you want the henna from it. At the mice, you put spice into the food, and try to eat something without. People are used to eating with spice with salt. If it's not salted, they can't eat it, right? Keine essen. Ein bisschen gelitten, man sagt der Doktor, essen kann Salz, dann kann man ganz fein essen. But without that, the Kegel hat kein Salz, kann man nicht essen. Once it's eaten on them, so the further table is a yom without that stickle table, you can't eat it, right? That's actually I'm funny, kannst du sicher nicht essen. Steht in der Gemara, als nicht so Tablen nicht gemacht. Why? It's a noise kedera. That's the name Perik Aleph in Hilchos L'Masayil. A noise kedera is nicht a noise gufa. The Gemara said to Osel and was having your brother. That doesn't mean you can't look at a painting and have an off from it. You can have an off. A noise gufa camera home, right? That does a noise gufa. Tablen is nicht a noise gufa. That's the Rambam. That's the Rambam.
This is for like a Rosh Truma and everything. Also, somebody has an orchard and he squeezes all his oranges. Doesn't have to be Mafish Truma.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be Mafish Truma. The juice, there's no that's the ganze Sache. There's no truma on juices. Yeah, well, they're not. So that's the ratio of the Mishnah. So now, if you go and you eat this, right, you have to pay a kem v'chaymiz. Look to the Blazer York, because the Blazer holds that it is a machal. The Blazer doesn't agree with this. We don't pass like a Blazer, and Bishua says no. And there's two Gemaras that are masber of Bishua, side the Gemara in Kufchof in Chulin. If you learn out from Doimino Boike Basa, only Tirish Ritza the Torah was Madgish that has a Shem Machal. Anything that's not Tirish Ritza is not. That's one Gemara. And the second Gemara is in Pesachim Chav Dalam and Beis. Don't straight out Zayim Bama. What say Zayim Bama? What do you mean Sazah? You pay good money for it. It's the things are going to get to the Maypay. What's up Sazah? So comes again the Gemara. It's Dr. Pshat is because Sinishka Mashke, Sinishka Machal. Was ist nicht Machsche, ist nicht gemacht. Was nicht Zeibaum, Doctor. Zeibaum is nicht the Sache. It just comes out of the page by itself. You didn't squeeze it out like the Rabbit. So man, this is nicht Metame. Sagt auf dem Reblezer Metame Mishum Mashke. Also, sie haben Metame, am Rebbe Shule, Melech HaChom, Shivas Mashkin, Kimide Patomim, Elo Omer Shivas Mashkin, Timeim V'Shakol Mashkoin Toirem. All the May Payers, Dr. Bishua, was the Nishkin, the Shivas HaMashkim, is Torah in Ganzen, but the Torah is only Madgish. These are I L'choyer, Osel Enes of the Bibli. How you get around that? Yirושלמי, like the Rambam saying by Tablin, you have an eight to say, it's not a noise gufa, it's like the Rambam gives you a tam, which doesn't say in the Gemara. Not a noise gufa, it's a noise Tablin, so maybe you're not Mechuyev. Oh, but what are you going to do here, May Paris? What are you going to do with May Paris? How are you going to learn May Paris? That what? That, so that happens on Azoy. The Benegay to what? The May Paris. Was May Paris. And was Tavlin. No bro. No shak. No done. What? Yeah, no bro. Why? Because it's kamachos at the number, right? Shackle, interessant. Shackle, what is shackle? Shackle is a bit in hand, or shackle is a bit schwach. What's out there? Was? So I want to bring a raya from the Magavrom. Magavrom said, Shakol Niyeh or Shakol Niyo. There's two guesses, huh? What's the chiluk? What's the chiluk? So in grammar, what's the chiluk? It's a different meaning. It's a complete. Shakol Niyeh b'dvoroi. Niyeh, future tense, right? Niyo is past, right? What's Bichas and Henan? Future tense or past tense? Amoitzi lechem in Oretz is future. Right? So like in the Gemara, but the Gemara says Amoitzi, you say Amoitzi was going to be in the future, and the past because that's you shows it's on Talmud Chochem. You know, you make a bracha and the Eibush should get machen the Zach. So Kaponim Niyeh Niyah b'dvorei is a birchas hanan. Niyah, that's how we call it pshat. Niyah is a birchas shvach. So if you say it's a birchas shvach, then shach and niyah, you can make up anything. You can make on ben praise, can't say. Because the mice is a shvach. You have a machet, it's a ganze geschmack azal. But I didn't find yet right the two, but I'll come on, das can say. Okay, so Zoki has the Gemara. Just to go over now, it's the versteht a bisschen the Gemara, so Zoki the Gemara, yes, that's right. Tzadik Testament base. Reb Lezer mechayim matani, Reb Nos noime, lo yishe Reb Lezer mechayim b'maisis. As Reb Lezer was zokt that what? That it has a din of a machel, and he doesn't care that the fact that it's mei peiris, and mei peiris is not in the Shivas Aminim, Shivas HaMashkois meinot. Reb Lezer mechayim b'maisis, that's the shit of Reb Lezer, Reb Nos. Reb Lezer noime, shlo yochel min atamon machi yaser al advash. It was not the pshat is nishkan machel. He says that the Blazer holds because the Dvash is part of the Tmorim. And if you're not going to be master on the Dvash, you're not master on the whole thing. So you have to include the Dvash because the Dvash is part of the Tmorim. Nilsa Omer, Shu Maisim in Tmorim, Al Dvash, Lefi Dvash, Lefi Tmorim. That's the shit of Bnosim. Blazer Metam Meshumash. In the mission of Blazer holds the Metam Meshumash. Going back now to the Bnosim. We learn pshat in the blazer. Loisha blazer metam mishum mashke. The pshat is that it has a bit mashke. Like we just said now, Poshe pshat in the Mishnah, that the blazer holds metam mishum mashke because he holds that even though it's not from the Shivas Aminim, Shivas HaMashkoyes, it's not from the Shivas HaMashkoyes, but nonetheless, it's a mashke, and it does become tameh. Not like a beshua. Beshua is the one that's mechul. We pass like a beshua. Of them, Zokter B'nosen Nitazoy. Loisha blazer metam mishum mashke. Not the pshat. Aman nechleku ashenofa l'toichoi mashke. In this mashke, something else fell in. Sheblezer mitamu shumashke. Then Zokter Blazer, according to Reb Nosen, that it has a din of a mashke, it's vet mitzurev. That's the Ravid Shitta. It's vet yom mitzurev, and everything is one thing. And it's Tommy Al's mashke. V'cham moimim holchen acharoiv. It's nicht zel b'zach. It's not mitzvah of one to the other. Only minigay the word becomes botel b'roiv. But the Tanakama holds, the Chum hold that. I'm sorry. This the Chum hold that what you hold, but you go acharoiv. Mashenken. The Nosen learns pshat in the blazer that mitam mishum mashke is vet ein zach. There's no bittul b'roiv. Why is now bittul b'roiv? Because he holds that the mashke vet mitzurf to the ganze zach. It's one shem mashke. Nothing into bottle. The whole thing is tummy. Adaita Reb Nosen. Meir Reb Lezer ben Yankiv, Reb Lezer shloshten amru dober echad. What's the pshat shloshten dober echad? What do they say? Three things. Reb Nosen Noimer on the left side here. Shlosh Reb Lezer metam moisen levadam mishum mashke. Elo, it's not become tummy for sich allein. Even like Reb Lezer, Reb Lezer holds that's made peiris, which is not shivas mashke, is not metam. No vos yo. Mishum mashke elo benofum b'sham mashke l'toichet. B'negeret Haruvas, other mashke fell into them, which are from the Shiva Mashkoid. But Hodu Nechel, the Blazer, Svirle, hold the Sham Mashkin, Loin is battle of them. Other Mashkoid not become bottle. Why? Because one Zach. All the other Mashkoid, the seven Mashkin, and May Payers, which is not part of the seven, Svirle, the Sham Mashkin, Loin is battle of them, because one Zach. That's how the Blazer. Only we get to the din of Tziruf. Hashem came, but the other din, do I say that it becomes Tameh? Das can sein as nicht. From Moimim, Dr. Us is shit of Nosen now. From Moimim, Hotnach Haroiv. Im Haroiv, Moisim, may pay his battle, Shah Mashkin Beroiv. Why does it come Botel Beroiv? Because it's Dover Achel Agami. The Beshua holds, this is a shit of Nosen in the Chachamim was learning Pshat and Mechul Kan of Blazes. The fact that's a Beshua is there. That's Bet Botel Beroiv, because it's a new thing completely. The May do Oimer, but the Sefti, the Mashir, and Peik Aleph. The may pays Betelim, the Yoidom, the Zin Shom, may pays Shinof, the Teich of Mine. Okay, this is the more of this. Okay, that's how he's into it. Ein bisschen, mal gesagt.